FXBros.
And that's what I like about it. I could watch the Saints from wherever, you know, wherever they're playing with all of
Yeah. I was thinking these probably might be the buys we was waiting on. Currently trying to break above, and this is really my breaking point to really get into buys, because who knows, Friday buys would work out to be profitable. We ended Friday in a bearish engulfing, bouncing out this 50% previous levels. Recently we broke through. Let's see, I think Sunday opened right after that sell-off. Yeah, Sunday open, gapped up. You see this close here. See, this is different charts too. I should have put it. Well, I couldn't put the same because I have all the marks. But as you can see on these charts, is it the same? Pretty much the same level, if you will. Somewhat the same, but nonetheless, trying to break through this trend line to see if we're going to continue higher. As this is going to be the first candle that broke above the structure, so this might be the buys we was waiting on, depending on if you got it early enough. What's that, brother?
What's happening, brother?
What you got popping, man?
You already know. Getting ready for the week, and
Right.
yeah, man, loving this this movement. I'll tell you that much.
Nah, for real. That motherfucker came out the gate pushing, boy.
Right quick.
Faded all that bearish engulfing we ended Friday with. They ain't paid no mind to that shit. Just pushed higher. Like I said, this will be the first candle we breaking out of. Breaking structure after this candle closed in 30 minutes. And look like it's about to break this trend line.
Yep. Elsa.
64, 65. So let's see what's happening with that. But yeah, this let's see how it looks like on the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour, same situation. That's gonna be the first candle to break through structure. 4 hour has 3 hours, 30 minutes till it close. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Let me set my parameters. Previous weekly levels. I'm gonna check the news too. That's gonna have like a news.
Okay, yeah, I think we did have some stuff. I think Australia and Japan. But yeah,
Yeah, because
or for the weekend or whatever.
that bitch is pushing, boy. 64, 72. Let's see.
that and my EU running up.
Yeah, they both. I mean, they pretty much gonna do the same thing, right? For the or not really, not like to the T, the same thing.
Not to the T, it's just I just saw both of the. It was technical. Both of those trades were technical.
Right. Let's see. Previous weekly low. Previous weekly high. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up here. Get my range. And what do you know? We're rejecting our previous 50% range to the T. I love the markets.
50% range of what?
Previous week.
Okay.
But if we
Did
break that and
you
continue higher, we bullish. Especially after
did
we
you
break
get
in the
into
structure. No.
did you get into a sale? Okay.
No. Damn, I like how you thinking though. I like how you thinking. I'm on my live.
Yeah.
It was yeah, I like the 50% rejection. Let's see. I'll change the opacity of this shit. There we go. Change the opacity. Is there another term you use for opacity in your industry?
Nope.
So it's not gradient or nothing like that. It's just opacity.
Yeah, great, great is a color fading into another
Right.
color.
Right. In a sense, that's like kind of like opacity. I mean, unless if I don't know.
Well, opacity is the same thing as transparency. Let me say that.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep, so there is another term.
Yeah. For real. But yeah, that's crazy. You said that. Did you get into other sales? Because you know how I trade. That's that boy
Big
know
facts.
how
I was like, well, he's in a sale. Let me get out my fucking buys. For real, boy. Cause when you do that shit, nigga, like I get back to break even, draw down. I gotta
Hey,
sit in the damn trade for a whole week.
but that's real though. If
Yeah.
I'm letting you know, like, hey, I'm about to get back in sales, and you see drawdown, that's like, okay,
Yeah, I'm about to put a take
niggas,
profit at like 20 pips or something. I ain't
nah,
sitting in this shit.
big fact.
Not again.
It's like I'm keeping you on your toes without just letting you just relax and get into the markets like it ain't nothing.
Oh, 1,000.
Big facts. Big facts, man. Let's see. Let's look at the news so we get too far into this. I need to see where all this volume is coming from. Damn, Towns. They got you all on the damn marketing.
Cat?
Yeah, cat, man.
Oh man.
You see him right here?
Oh yeah, I did see it. Yep.
1 hour payout prop firm. Boy, they say they get your money quick.
Yep. I did see that. I forgot where I saw it. I think it popped up as an ad. Like,
Yeah.
watch this, yeah.
On my FXbook. I don't know where else at, but I know it pops up.
Yeah, no, I think it popped up for me on like almost on some ad commercial on YouTube or something.
Oh, snap.
I think.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's been a minute since I've been on my FX book. I haven't been on there as much as I should, to be honest.
Yes, we did. Straight out the gate.
High news.
As soon as the market opened, high news. That's the people over manufacturing PMI for AUD at 4 o'clock. Popped out. No, not 4 o'clock. At 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, we had that news. So that was the bullishness. Hold on 1 second. Get my drink back.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm back. I have to start on my kettle right quick. Making some tea.
Yeah, I need to. I ain't gonna say need to, but I think I'm gonna make a magnesium drink tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, nice magnesium cocktail with that either that blueberry juice or that green juice I bought.
But that blueberry juice. Well, did it come in the same little brown container, little cardboard container?
Oh, you remember
Come
that?
on,
Yeah.
bruh. Come on,
Dang.
bruh. With the little red spout. Come on, man.
Yes.
I'm done.
Yes, boy. Yes, I have that.
Yeah, dog, that
That's
was amazing.
crazy. No, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna make some
I ain't gonna
make
lie, the closest I had to that was Welch's. The
I mean,
closest.
yeah, they 100. They
Yeah.
100% juice.
Nah,
It's just
respect.
it's just processed. That's the only difference.
Right. I mean, it's better than Welch's, but that's what it made me remind me of. It reminded
For
me of
sure.
drinking Welch's.
Yeah.
And like the thickness of the real like
Uh-huh.
juice taste.
Yeah.
So so yes, we did have um news come out. Um High news for AUD that came out at 6. Soon as the market, 2 hours after the market opened, and we gonna look at the charts. Let's see. All right, hold on. What am I talking about? Hold up. Hold up. I don't know why it's popped up like that. Yeah, we logged in. We still logged in. All right, bet. That's crazy. They got the chess thing up. I'm actually learning chess right now, bro. I got the app on my phone.
You serious?
Yeah, there it is. I went by 40 House a couple of days ago, and he had a chess thing. He's like, man, you know how to play? And I told him, yeah, because I'm still thinking I kind of do. Then again, I know how checkers work. They said so.
Right.
Yeah, he got me right quick. Checkmated me in like 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, he got me.
Man,
But
shout out to 40.
no, facts. But I told him, I said, man, I'm gonna learn this shit. I'm gonna give you a better challenge instead of just
Yeah. Instead of
wasting
just playing
time.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, man, because I know that's a real thinking man strategy game type stuff. So
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
gonna really
For
learn
sure.
learn what the pieces do.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, that's dope, man. Yeah, that
yeah,
is some real like thinking, strategic, and like you said,
yeah.
it's really nice. Really nice.
You'd be surprised. It's really it's shocking to know what certain pieces can and cannot do.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. But nonetheless, going back to the markets, I was just speaking out that picture with the chess pieces. But going back to the markets, like I said, we just had Sunday news. Monday, we have New York USD news coming out at 8:45 and 9 o'clock. 8:45 and 9 o'clock. We have news.
Monday.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me make sure, because I know. Let me make sure. Yeah. We're still on that forward time. I don't know
Okay.
when that's still adjusted. I don't know if daylight saving time is supposed to be adjusted. But nonetheless, Monday evening at 8:30, we got RBA meeting minutes. I know that kind of adds a little volume to the markets on EBD. So we had that at 8:30 tomorrow.
For sure.
Following
Yeah,
that
especially
news.
if it's high news is gonna do a little something.
Yeah, for AUD for sure.
Okay.
That usually affects that pair more than some of the USD high news releases. Tuesday, we got Jolts, the job openings. That's coming out at 9.
Nice.
Then followed by another AUD news release at 6. What was it? 6 o'clock and 8:30. And that's a S&P Global Services at 6 and 8:30 a GDP growth rate quarter for quarter. Coming out for AUD Tuesday evening. Wednesday, 7:15, 8:45, and 9 o'clock. ADP employment change, S&P Global Services, and ISM Services PMI for USD in the morning, followed by a 8:30 news release for AUD balance of trade. So yeah, this is about to be a heavy week, and then we already know what Thursday is. Continuous jobless claims, which, based on the consensus, they're expecting it to. They're expecting it to drop, but we'll see what happens.
Right.
We'll see what happens. And then we got NFP Friday, first Friday of the month.
First Friday of the month. First. Yeah, that's good. It's gonna be big. It'll be a good week.
NFP on the beach.
A lot of facts. A lot of volume. Yeah, beginning of the month. In a P week. Is it the beginning of summer?
I think that's the 12th or the 14th or the 10th or something. June. Let's see. Somebody searched it. I said, when does summer start? And I clicked on it and said, when does summer start in Texas? You know, that shit really started.
Talk about that.
Talking
really about the heat, probably.
Yeah, man. Summer started in Texas in March. But June 20th to September 22nd.
June 20th? Okay.
That's the summer solstice.
Bad.
June 20th all the way to September 22nd is the summer. Yep. So, yeah, we are entering into the summer. Some a little bit earlier than the others, but it's definitely a play. Now back to AUD, and if we look, this was, let's see, currently we are in 8. This is 9, so we need to go back. So that would be 4, 5, 6. And was it 6 or 6:30 that news came out? That was 6. So pretty much this bearish candle was a news release. And that's kind of telling. The only reason I ain't gonna say it's telling like, oh, we in sales, but typically we get an indecision candle sometimes around news, no matter if they got a body, but I didn't see no wick to the bottom of this. Granted, in this candle, the bears did win. You know, they closed mostly a bearish candle. Looked like the body is pretty much down to the same length of this wick, but we didn't get no wick to the bottom side, downside. And we just ripped up from there. I know there's a lot of liquidity up here at 64, 62, but I also know that overall, for the long term, I feel like the market wants to build a long position, a buy position. So any selling off is just a furthermore buy position. So you don't want to look too much at sales. It's like, okay, let me relax and go on vacation. Like, nah, sales is nothing but just getting in great buy positions right now, especially knowing what the dollar has a high potential what it's about to go through. And we're gonna look at that too. See what the dollar doing. Yeah, dollar look like it's trying to take out this little short leg of structure. So that little pullback is pretty much nothing, but if we look at it like this, we do have oops, excuse, some sort of a range we're trying to break out of right now. So if we do continue and break out of this range to the downside, maybe get like a nice little retest and continuation. That's exactly what we need. We definitely need to break this leg, which would be great, which is 98.8.7. We break that, we golden for buys on AU and EU. But until that happened, then we kind of got like a similar scenario on AU. You see this little tight little range we in. I draw it out. Little consolidation. Nothing too crazy, but kind of getting a break out of that. There's a larger consolidation we're in right now. Broke out of that to the upside. That was Sunday last week, so this is last week. Broke out, sold off. Another minor consolidation, looking like we're breaking out to this top. Not showing what we're going to sell off to if we do reject these, but we do have trend lines we're bouncing off of. Like I said, we have previous 50% ranges of the previous week we're selling off from. Yes, that would have been great sales. Granted, if I would have had this set up, I probably wouldn't have got in because it's just too close to another entry I'm already in, and I'm good with that entry. So I probably would have I would have rejected it a little higher. Probably had a sales that was a little higher because I had a better position. No, we got this potential with this liquidity perfectly sitting at the previous weekly low. We got a lot of liquidity sitting out here with also a potential trend line we can bounce from. So it's a lot of things going on right now, but there was a news release that got the market all excited, and it did what it had to do. We are approaching the close of this hour, which is going to be the first candle to break structure. And right now it's coming right back to the top of that structure. It broke through with a wick wise, but it's closing back. We approaching the last 5 minutes. So this is going to be a very important candle to see how we close, even though if we are still going to play this bullish trajectory out, we may have enough volume to fill this wick on Sunday with that news release, or that was just an engineer fake out and we're going for more sales to maybe sweep this now more prominent, more dominant low structure, previous weekly low. And yeah, the current reversal from Friday. That's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. That's Wednesday that previous week also. And then I want to say Thursday the week before. Yeah, Thursday the week before we had structure there. And as you can see, we got another 3 little bounce from down here. So it's another little section, but that's what kind of where I got my entry at on other buys. If it comes down there, great. If not, I will look to engineer a buy while I get out of my sell position overall. But I'm waiting to see what this bullish push is going to do. Is it just to entice buyers to get in the buys? Because you could have, I mean, if you got in buys on Friday, you good. This might be a reason for you to want to take some profit or get out of that, depending on how this rejection plays out. But yeah, some people ride this wave. Yeah. It's not too many people that probably hopped in the buys right on Sunday, but it could be some people that saw this rejection, this low, and then you get Friday morning trying to break down. Look like it had a bearish engulfing. Yeah, 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So, which with no continuation after that, like yeah, that was buys all day, especially bouncing off a strong support. Yeah, they got 2 touches. You got a third touch here. Yeah, buys all day, followed by bullish engulfing. And I'm not sure if we had news on Friday. I kind of want to say we did. I think we had a Fed something. I think so. FOMC, something like that on Friday, I think. But nonetheless, this bullishness is starting to look more like a fake out, especially this whole time bearish. And we are, yep, it's about to turn bearish.
Yeah, I got out. I got out. I started coming down.
Yeah,
I'm getting
man,
out at 20 pips. I got out of it.
nice. So you were one of them traders that was in buys from Friday.
Yeah, really from last week.
Gotcha.
I just held. Yeah, I just held it.
Gotcha. No, that was nice. But see, that's why we had these lives, so we could, you could have multiple, reasoning and scenarios to play in your head to see if I'm gonna hold this. Is this the buy, or did I get caught up into a fake out and a potential continuation of consolidation?
Right. Right now, I'm looking to see if this hour candle is going to close above last hour's wick. If it does that, I'm getting right back in.
Gotcha.
Getting right back in. I'm putting my stop loss below this candle that's forming,
Nice.
and I'm done.
It's definitely no lie.
Yep. Shout
I
out to the
already
one.
know. I already know, nigga. I already know. That's like our generation. David
That's a
Paul
fact.
shit.
That's a fact. That's a
Yeah.
fact. He's still doing things.
Nah, man, we watched that boy grow. I remember seeing that boy doing lives in his old house, and I want to say he was staying in
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
Staying in Canada.
We didn't seen that boy move 3 countries in like 5, 6 years. That boy went to Canada, to Pakistan, and to Dubai.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. That's
For
what's up.
real. For real.
I appreciate him showing us that, man. That's all some certain people need to see.
Oh yeah.
You know, I see that I'm done. Adding 64.90 this week. Boy, look at this boy charts. That's how my charts look right now. I feel you, brother. Trying to figure it out.
Damn. That look like a damn a stegosaurus.
I know. That boy got backwards trend lines. The blue ones go back in history. Stupid ass.
For real.
I ain't never drew no trend line like that. I mean, I understand where he's going from.
But that's
It just
wild.
it look weird. It look like it's going backwards.
It's very weird.
But yeah. Looking at people's charts, we are coming up on the end of this hour. And that's crazy. It's not going to close above their wick. That's powerful. I thought it was. I really thought it was at least going to give you that, but not close above previous weeklies.
Now, what's
But
also telling is looking at this 30-minute and seeing that sucker did not sweep the high
the high of
the previous 30-minute candle. It wicked up a
yeah,
little bit and then it started going bearish.
very little.
So So if you want to play that, that could be an even tighter play and put your stops below the previous wick. I might do that just on some. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and do it just to start off the week. I'm already in my other. The EU is holding up strong, so I'm gonna just see what it do.
What are you about to get into? Buys or sells?
Back end buys.
Okay. Based off the 30 minute because it didn't finish doing what it was supposed to do potentially. That's how you're looking at it.
Potentially. Yep.
Got you. Got you. Got you.
Yep. Don't try this. Please don't try this on a
Oh
live
yeah.
account.
You definitely about to jump off a ramp. You heard me, no training wheels. But you gonna try it though. It look fun because if it work out, it's gonna be great.
Right.
Risk to reward is amazing.
Exactly. That's the ones you gotta be able to throw that dice on there. Don't
Bruh,
hold it.
that's now you talking Mark Douglas. See,
Come on, bro.
David Paul and Mark Douglas is two powerful people, but they got slightly two different philosophy.
Outlook system.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Philosophy, yeah, big facts. That's true, but yeah, that's how you gotta look
Slightly,
at it. Like slightly. I'm about to say
slightly.
because
'Cause they damn near on the same wave.
that's a fact.
They damn near on the same wave.
Like the ones when it's like this, yeah, these are the ones I'm like, okay. And shout out to school. Even he was talking about that, like, boy, them Sunday, Monday, and them Fridays, like them
Yeah,
be the fucking days. They just run.
big
So
facts.
yeah, yeah. Look, doing a little something, but yeah, man. Like I said, I got tight stops, letting this sucker run.
Right, and we got time. It's Sunday. That's the
Exactly.
thing
Let
about
that
Sunday.
let
Sunday
that
is
just
like
breathe.
Sunday is like imagine if there was a basketball game on Monday,
Hmm.
but the stadium open Sunday evening, and if you get there early, you could get the best seats available. That's what Sunday trading is.
Yep. Yep.
That's what Sunday
That'd be
trading is.
crazy if games was like that, like first
Yeah,
come,
that
first
would be
serve
crazy.
seating.
People wouldn't go to work on Monday. That's
You
exactly
ain't
what
lying, boy.
happened.
You ain't
They
lying.
would not go to work on Monday. Yeah, man. Let's take a quick glance at other things. To the dollar. Dollar starting to pull back. We're gonna see how we react to this break out of this little minor structure consolidations. Not really consolidation, but it's starting to build. Like if we pop up from here, then it's starting to develop a little consolidation. But I'm just marking this out to kind of give me a little area to range to look at, shaded area to look at. VIX. Every time I look at the VIX, it be down, but then I notice like, what the hell happened here? May
Right.
23rd on Friday, the VIX went up to 24. Wow.
Right.
But every time I it be dropping. But what's crazy, it be dropping, but it's always a high number. Like I remember 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, the VIX was at like 14, 13. Now it's dropping, but it's at 18. So it's like it's dropping, but it's rising.
Yeah, because what it is, the VIX don't, it's not like a up and down. The
No,
VIX, if it's
valid.
high, that's just showing, yep, that's just showing buy. So I love it when it's high. That just let me know I'm gonna have an opportunity that day. I
Big
guarantee I'm gonna
facts.
have an opportunity that day.
Big facts. Big facts. Big
So
facts.
yeah, that's something. Yeah, that is something that I don't look at it, but
Me either.
it it
And it's
it's it
crazy. I only
pops
talk
up,
about
and
it.
especially it pops up on my laptop. I mean, on my work computer. It'll have little small alerts and stuff, and I
Yeah,
always got the
yeah,
stock. So,
yeah.
they have a ticker at the bottom, and it'll pop up, and then the VIX will pop up. And yeah, if it's above 20%, then yeah, it's gonna be an amazing day. If I'm on the right side, of course. But you're
Right,
gonna have volume. You're gonna
right,
have volume.
right, right. And
Yep.
that's basically what the VIX is. It's volatility for the S&P 500 index. That's the VIX.
Thanks.
So it's not volatility for the whole monetary policy of the world, but definitely gonna show you with ham for the stock market. Let's see. Let's look at the S&P. S&P is still trying to figure it out. I mean, it's a lot of little breakout ranges it's creating. This bullishness was not really a bullish move, especially when you think about the sell-off that turned right back into this mid-range, and it's currently sitting there right now. So if I pull out the fibs, go from this low to this extreme, you see where 50% is bound right here in the mid. So we've been playing this mid-range, and Friday was trading right back in that area. So if we don't take out this low and continue higher, there's a potential that we could be looking for more of a bullish stock market. We'll have to wait and see. Probably taking a look at certain companies and earnings reports and everything coming out. I don't know what typically happens. I know when and some of those months around like June, July is like a pullback month for the stocks based on what Travis talking about.
Yes.
June,
Yeah, I think July, June, July, or July, August, one of them.
right.
But
Yeah.
but we don't have, we haven't been dealing with tariffs like talking about, in those other years. So this is like a different
Yeah.
type of situation that we in. You feel me? So yeah, we got to see about that.
No, you're right about that. It's just different times.
It really is.
Different times we live in. More than 2 months
There
off.
we go. Give me some
It's,
kick up.
yeah, I see it's pushing. I see it's pushing. So we got S&P, US 30, NASDAQ, pretty much all in the same realm. Let's look at German 30. That's pretty much in the same situation. I had an area I was looking at right here for that pair to kind of fill in the range. I think it was more so on the 4 hour. It's looking like it's heading there. It'd be nice to see if it develops some kind of buy opportunity in here and then breaks out. That'll be amazing. AU trying to creep back up, 64.61. See how high it goes based on that 1 hour wick. It has the potential to fail or fail. I said we do have a trend line at 64.64, and then the previous 50% weekly range that it rejected at 64.72. So we will monitor that. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is another pair that's kind of running out on steam. I'm gonna keep it all the way G. Like, take a look at gold from January 1st all the way to when we first started getting that sell-off around the end of April, April 22nd to be exact. Yeah, ever since then we've been ranging. Consolidation station, and it's coming into a wedge pattern. Let me try this on the daily. It just popped out right
On gold.
on gold. You see, I'm drawing it out right now. Kind of got like I don't even need to draw the bottom line. That's just attached to that. But if you see, we kind of wedging into a scenario on the daily. So chances are, if we don't break this upside, we may bounce down, trade up into this range, or another buy opportunity would be at 32.50, like I had right here, even though we traded way below that. But 32.50 was my buy on gold. Still profitable right now, but we may trade it back down to that if we kind of continue on with this like wedge pattern or whatever, and then finally break out to the upside or break out lower. Like I said, it'll be a form of taking profit / selling off for a better position to get back in the buy.
Facts.
But gold is on the daily, pretty much consolidating. Look at the smaller time frame. Damn, they're the same thing. I think the last pretty much easy opportunity was last week on Wednesday evening, towards the late evening. That buy on gold worked out pretty fast, pretty easy. AUD still pushing up. AJ, just really haven't been monitoring this. I mean, it has.
Me neither, bro. Any of the Japan pairs, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, UJ pretty much the only one that's going to hold weight right now because it's so strongly negatively correlated to the dollar. So,
yeah.
You
and
really
it's
could
against,
just.
it's like
Yeah.
those two different like tariff pairs.
Yeah.
Japan against the US.
EU, kind of in a slight range, but the trajectory is bullish ever since last week on Monday. We've been creating. Not last week on Monday. This is May 12th. I got the 4 hour up, so a few weeks ago. But we've been on a bullish trajectory. Still building lower highs, higher highs. The only thing that kind of changed that was this sell-off on Wednesday. Pretty much last week's sell-off from Tuesday and Wednesday. That did take out a structure.
Mm-hmm.
And you would think that it would continue to go bearish, but it's still building bullish momentum. So yes, it broke structure, but it was more so just because really, if you look at the candle that actually broke structure, it was one candle. Basically, if you erase that candle and push everything up from there, you'll see we still going with the bullish trajectory. You see what I'm saying? That one candle, even though we had all these candles coming down, pop, one bullish, going bearish. We had this one candle take out this leg, and it took out this leg back in Tuesday, May 20th, May 19th. So it took out two legs in one candle and then turned right back up. So that was an enticing candle. That got a lot of people into sales and lost their money.
Right. On a Sunday.
Come on, man. It'll do it to you right after church. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I be reading the market. That's how I be reading the market. Show me something. Now that show me the money line means different. I understand what he was talking about.
Facts. Yeah. Shout out to Lethal Shooter. I understand it now. Well, you gotta watch that boy videos, boy.
Who that?
Lethal Shooter.
Who is that?
This dude is he is like a shot mechanic type of coach or whatever, but when I say that boy can shoot the piss out of the ball, and then he be having these videos to where he'll like shoot. You know, at first it started with like just weird stuff like, I'm gonna shoot on a rim only goal, like no backboard. And he
Right.
be knocking them down. Then he'll shoot on the baskets, like how we used to do uptown. He'll just shoot
Right.
on them things. And then it started getting crazy. Like people be DM him and be like, man, that ain't nothing. How about shooting a gummy bear into a water ball? I mean a water bottle. And he would do it. And he'll like the first clip he'll like shoot it. When really it's one clip. He'll like shoot it and miss it, and he'll look all serious and be like, okay, I understand it now. And he'll come back. He'll do it the second time and ice it. No, when I say them videos be funny, bro, but yeah, when you be saying, I'll be like, yeah, boy, I understand it now.
I understand it now. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, if we look at UJ, I'm gonna pull up the dollar and you'll see. You might see some of the same situation, but we're not. Yeah, we see the same thing. UJ and the dollar should look similar, and they do. So that's the 4 hour on the dollar. That's the 4 hour on UJ. pretty much the same. Nothing too crazy that changed.
Yeah.
So pretty much follows the dollar. GJ been on a nice little bullish run since the tariff lows on April. So that's surprising. Very surprising. GJ been on a nice run. Right,
Since when? That's April.
That's April. That's tariffs. That's tariff talk.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at the lower high, higher lows, higher highs. Like no bearishness legs been taken out. Like GJ been doing pretty good with structure.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Keep it
true.
real. Wow. EJ, stay away. That is wrong turn.
Yeah, that's
Hold on.
nasty. I'm
That's
about to say, well, that's
nasty.
a horror movie.
Nah, facts. It's a horror movie, but it's probably a scalper's dream. Like a
True.
scalper on the 5 minute. I'm in bias.
It's
I'm in
so
sales.
biased.
I'm in
It's
bias.
biased. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's see. Bitcoin currently sitting at 105. Motherfucker treating 104 like it was treating 94. You see, there's 94,000. The structure was building up. Now look at 104. Doing the same shit. That motherfucker about to take off. Bitcoin about to run. Bitcoin about to run. And I'm starting to see certain things happen in the market. It seems like if they have the opportunity to do so, they'll exploit something to pour a lot of money into it, create a big buzz, and of course, rug pull that whole, in Bitcoin terms, type shit. Like same thing they was doing with gold. It's like they about to start doing Bitcoin. Like they made their money with gold. Gold was running up pretty much all year until when did it stop going? It was April 22nd. April 22nd. Then we go to Bitcoin. April 22nd. What do you know? The craziest bullish push that took out structure on Bitcoin. I'm not saying nothing, but I'm just saying. It's looking like they're playing hopscotch.
Pretty much.
And at the
Pretty much.
Bitcoin
I
run,
mean, now that the big bank's in there, yeah, it's gonna be doing some very similar shit to what we've been seeing for the longest.
yeah. And after they get their Bitcoin run up, they go get out of that position, and you might see a bullish run on the stock market. Finally. So it's just like, where can we put this $20 trillion at? That's the game they playing with the markets. What market has not been exploited to where we can run this whole up 1,000% in 4 months? See, Ethereum, XRP is swimming. XRP just swimming, waiting on this chance. Nvidia with the pullback, that's not open until Monday, but we'll let the market close down to -3%. Tesla did close almost 3.5% negative on Friday, so we'll see how that market opens up on Monday. That's going to be exciting. Might be a nice bullish run from all that selling it did on Friday. Hopefully by, I think tomorrow, early morning London, we'll see what the pre-market is doing. And that will be telling. But yeah, other than that, we're good to go. AU is still trying to ride that bullish trend back up, but it looks like it's almost struggling at the trend line. You heard it. Struggling at the trend line. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably play this one very similar to Now that the hour is starting to slowly fill that wick and follow it,
Yeah,
I'm playing that close now. So once it start reversing, if it breaks the low, I get out of this early, like before it'll hit my stop loss, which is still it's still small. And I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep my stop loss and just
yeah, I think you
go to
probably
sleep.
good.
Go
I
to
think that
sleep on
might
it.
be one of them early bullish runs. It might
Yep.
even run, all the way up to like 65 flat type shit up there.
No, that'll be nice.
Create,
hmm
just for creating,
Thanks.
structure, creating clean traffic.
Yep.
We always say that we like for the market to create clean traffic for us to sell into or for us to buy into. So
Thanks.
I'm feeling like it might do that. It might actually bust through this 50% range, trade all the way up here, give us clean traffic to sell into. And that might be the last confirmation we need to load up on buys. I said I got a little slight wedge pattern going on AU right here. So let's see what that does. But yeah, man. The markets is the markets. That's gonna do what it do.
That's facts.
It's gonna do what it do, man. We can write all this shit, draw it all out. But it's ultimately gonna do what it do. Uh, 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 uh. Stay on now. Reverse back to 32.70. That MACD. Well, I missed the MACD. Boy, MACD like a long lost puppy I had when I was a kid, man. I used to fuck with the MACD, man. No need no more. I am the MACD, he says. So,
Facts.
but yeah, other than that, man, I think we kind of got a handle on what's going to happen and what's supposed to happen. What's expected of us. So we're overall going to continue to monitor and watch these markets play out. And we will come back on Tuesday morning and see where we at. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we could do a Thursday morning live, right? I know you're gonna be probably
Oh yeah,
getting on
I'll
the
be
road.
catching road. I'll be catching
Yeah,
road, but that'll be fire.
yeah,
Unless if I,
man.
you know, unless if I dip earlier. But yeah, I'm down.
Actually,
Oh, you got something
I
going
know
on
I
too,
do
huh?
got something to do at 9:30, so we might, if we do one, I may try to squeeze in like a super early one on the cool. I may try to
Like I
do that.
said, I'll be, you know what I'm saying? I'll be there.
Yeah, I may try to do like a 7:30 to 8:30 type shit. Let me see what we got coming out on Thursday. Let's see the news right quick. Oh, we got yeah, perfect. Yeah, I do 7:30 to 8:30 on Thursday. Because we got that news release, jobless claims
Okay.
coming out Thursday morning, so that'll work out perfect. Catch that news drop and yeah, get on the road, man.
I love it.
Yeah, but until then, yeah, we're gonna wrap this up and we'll come back Tuesday and see where the market's at. Monitor this on the in the Telegram chat you did
For shiggity.
and keep it pushing. But yeah, man, I'm gonna holler at you, brother. You be
You already
easy.
know.
You're gonna have a strong week, and I will see you soon in Houston.
Big facts.
All right, brother.
Let's get it. All right, man. Holla at me.
All right, peace.
Peace.